Hey guys, today I'm going to share with you guys how to do the setting for both the earlier version of dumborc RC X6 and the latest update version of the X6 transmitter. On my left hand side, this is the earlier version, but it's carried under the different name called the Xeno or Xino, but they are identical. And the latest updated version, this is under the dumborc RC name, and I'll show you the different way for the earlier version and the latest updated version, how to the procedures for the setting of the transmitter. Okay, first we turn on the transmitter and turn on the receiver as well, power up the receiver, and we'll try to bind the receiver with the transmitter. You just press the buttons, a little tiny button here. Okay, once you press it, you see it's flashing, and you release the and you stay solid. Okay, so see, okay, because this is the first channel, this is the second channel. Just for your information, this transmitter under Xeno brand name, even though it stated on its receiver it has the gyro included, but in fact it is not. So it has no gyro function even though it's stated on this receiver. So let's try see. Okay, this is actually already under gyro mode, but let's demonstrate and show you why I say it doesn't have that. Okay, just press 3 times the button and you stay solid in the dark green. This is without the gyro function. So okay, everything seems to work okay, but when I turn on the gyro as per what the instruction manual tell, okay, sometimes it's a bit tricky to press the button. Okay, see, try to press it 3 times. Okay, so it's here. Okay, it's light green, so it means that it's already pressing 3 times. Suppose this is under the gyro mode, but even though I dial this all the way to the maximum, when I move the receiver, it doesn't have any gyro functions. That is the reason why I bought another receiver. I thought the first receiver is a defect, but it turns out both receiver from this company both doesn't have the gyro functions. So end up I bought the new dumborc RC. First I thought I want to buy the dumborc RC receiver only. It cost about $6, but I found out that in fact the whole transmitter together with the receiver, it costs only about slightly less than $20. So I go for the transmitter with the receiver. And so now, okay, move on to do the setting mode for the earlier version, which is this. The transmitter is exactly the same. The only problem is the receiver, which doesn't have the gyro function. Okay, how you do the setting first before you turn on the power. Okay, this is to go to the setting to set your first and second channel neutral position, and the EPA for the fourth and the third channel. All right, so first step, turn your wheels all the way forward, turn on your power, and release your wheel and press your third channel. Then you start seeing there's a flashing of your LED light on the top. So every time when you are under the setting mode, you have to turn your wheel all the way forward and all the way backward, and press your trigger all the way backward and push it all the way forward. Okay, and then let them settle on the neutral positions. Otherwise, you will realize you will notice that if you didn't do this step, your servo will move even though you didn't turn your steering wheel. Okay, it's like some interference of the signals. And for the channel 4, okay, channel 4 and channel 3, you can see now this is the maximum. Okay, so this is for the channel 3. I just turned it to 25%, and channel 4 I also turned it all the way to 25%. Okay, then I press this button, the channel button again, to confirm, so you stay solid. Okay, so now you can see this is because I have to turn this all the way to the maximum again. Right, and then let me show you. If I plug in another two servo to the third and fourth channel, okay, third and fourth channel, okay, third and fourth channel. So now you see 1 2 3 4, if I'm not wrong. Okay, turn on the transmitter again, turn on the receiver. Okay, this is the second channel. It's full movement. Same thing for my first channel, but for my third channel, okay, let's look at this. Okay, when I press this, you only have a very minimum angle, and same thing for this. Okay, so sorry about this server, I think I'm having some issue with some noise. So okay, now I do the setting again. Okay, I will change the setting for the third and fourth channel to the maximum. So let's see, same thing again, turn your steering wheel all the way forward, turn on your power, release your steering wheel, press your channel 3, it's flashing, then you turn your dial all the way forward. Okay, all the way to the maximum, sorry, all the way to the maximum. And don't forget, every time when you are in the setting mode, you need to reset your neutral positions. Okay, when you're done, just press the button again. Okay, now I turn on this. Okay, so if you can see it. Okay, and now let's look at the difference between the channel 3 and channel 4. Okay, you see you have a full turn, and for the channel 4, so this is how you do the setting for the EPA for your third and fourth channel, and the neutral position for your channel 1 and channel 2. And now moving on to the second mode, is a dual ESC mixing mode. So how you do the mixing mode on your earlier versions, so you just pull your trigger all the way forward, and again turn on your transmitter, it's flashing, then you release and pull it all the way back, then you see it's turned into red color. Mine have the battery is a bit low, so you can see it's not a solid red color. So now it's on the mixed channel mode. So okay, you can see just the first, sorry, let me remove the second, the third and the fourth, because this one is making a lot of noise, sorry about that. Okay, show you. Okay, under this mixing mode, you can see and if you change the direction, you turn the reverse directions, then you see it's in a different direction. Alright, for trigger, they go to the same direction no matter how you change the reverse button. You see, it works differently. So if you control two channels at the same time, you see, or something like this. This is very useful for quarter track or two motor speedboat. Okay, now let us move on to the dumborc transmitter. This one I have yet to put on the battery. For this one, I'm using a 4 double A battery, and for the dumborc transmitter, actually you can use the mini LiPo battery using a JST connector, and there is a hole here. I know it's a little bit hard to see. It's here. Okay, you can. Okay, remember, negative is on this side. Just plug in your battery. This is a very small battery. Okay, and you close your cover. Then you turn on the transmitter. Okay, now we are going to try the dumborc transmitter together with the dumborc receiver, and I'll show you that this one actually the gyro is working and functioning properly, unlike the other ones. Always remember, plug in the servo wire the correct directions. Don't plug it into the wrong directions. Okay, so this form, or just, sorry about that, because it's hard to see behind the camera. Okay, just plug in the channel 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, or 4. and let's turn on. Okay. Okay, same thing. Okay, so this one, gyro mode is activated, so you can see, unlike this one, this is, see, even though it stated gyro inside, but it is not. Okay, so now we're moving on to the setting procedures, how to do the setting for the latest updated version. Yes, the setting is exactly the same, except how to enter into the setting mode. The way or the procedure is a little bit different. Okay, first, unlike the earlier version, you pull the trigger all the way forward and turn on the transmitter. For this one, in order for you to access to the setting mode, you have to pull your trigger all the way backward, turn your wheel all the way backward. Alright, it's a little bit tricky, and then you turn on your transmitter, and then you release both of the channel, and then you press the third channel, just like the earlier one. So you are in the setting mode. So same thing, every time you are in the setting mode, you need to turn your wheel all the way forward and backward and let it stop at the neutral positions, and also pull your trigger backward and forward. Okay, you can do it a few times, as long as you do it in the maximum travel and let it settle at the middle neutral positions. Once you are done, you just press this button. But before that, let us try to do a setting for this. Okay, you might see these both are maximum, so I try to reduce them to 25%. Okay, once it is done, I press this button again. It stays solid, it means already set. Okay, let's do this. Okay, sorry, I need for now. When it's not in the setting mode, these two buttons will control the channel 1 and channel 2. When you are in the setting mode, these two buttons actually is to adjust the third and fourth channel. So now see, you only move a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to show you, I'm going to turn it back to the maximum for the channel 3 and channel 4, and at the same time, when I enter into the setting mode, I don't do any neutral positions setting. Okay, I leave it as it is. You see what happened. Okay, so turn it all the way backward, press it all the way backward, and then turn on your transmitter, release the transmitter, and see, when I press the third channel button, you start flashing. Okay, now since it's already in the maximum position, just now I turn it all the way maximum for the channel 1 and channel 2 when I'm not in the setting mode, and now I didn't do the setting for these two. Okay, I just do confirm, press the button, stay solid. Let's see what we have. You see, when I move this, because I didn't do the setting for these two channels, you see, you move like, even though I'm not turning the steering wheel and pressing the trigger. Okay, and but for the third channel is already in maximum, fourth channel also in the maximum travel. So remember, every time when you are in the setting mode, you have to do the reset every time for the neutral position of the channel 1 and channel 2. Okay, let's do it again. Confirm. Okay, then I turn on. You see nothing happened again, no problem at all. So just remember, you have to do the reset for your neutral position every time when you enter into the setting mode. Okay, now I'm talking about the dual ESC mixing. So let me remove this the third and the fourth channel, because these guys is making a lot of noise, but at the same time I'm going to shift the power source to the fifth channel. Okay, and then plug in this servo into this channel 6. Okay, I'm going to show you something. Okay, first I will just do the setting for the dual ESC setting mode. Okay, before you turn on, you turn your steering wheel all the way forward and push your trigger all the way forward. Then you turn on your transmitter, release your steering wheel. Same thing, you press your trigger all the way backward. See, the light has turned into red, so that means you're already in the dual ESC mode. Okay, now I turn on the transmitter. See, so this is how it is. Okay, if I change the direction of this channel 1, okay, so it's very easy to adjust this thing. So I think it's pretty cool, right? And gyro is still functioning, and the 6th channel in fact is still working. So I just don't quite understand that it says when you activate your gyro, your channel 6, you lose out the control of the channel 6, but in fact I think it's still working. Okay, so I think that's it, and thanks for watching. Okay, sorry, just before I end the video, I think I have to show you how to reset it back to a normal mode. Okay, turn off the radio. Before I turn it on, same thing, turn all the way forward, push all the way forward, and then turn on the radio. You see it's flashing under the red color. Release your steering wheel, and then you press your trigger all the way backward. You stay solid in blue color, so that means you are in the normal mode. So see, so it's done. Okay, so basically this is the different way of setting for the old transmitter and the new updated versions. Okay, so just take note that their manual is exactly the same. So if you receive your transmitter and still using the old manual, I didn't see any new manual yet. So you using the old instructions manual, you if this thing doesn't work for you, you have to use the different way. Because if you are trying to use the the procedures like the earlier version, it doesn't work. You see, I push it all the way forward, I turn on, I release the trigger, I press the third channel, it doesn't do anything. Okay, same thing if I was to turn this, I should turn this all the way, turn on the transmitter, sorry, and press the channel. You see, it still stays solid. If I push all the way forward, turn it on, pull all the way backward, it still stay in blue color. It didn't turn into red, so that means the procedure is not applied to the latest updated version. So if this is not working, then you have to change the procedures like I show you just now, okay, using the different procedures, but that it doesn't show in your instructions here, so just bear in mind. The receiver is still working and function properly. It's just that the way that how it do the setting is a little bit different from the earlier version. Okay, so thanks for watching and see you guys.